Yo, what is up, guys? It's Bankrupt Dope. Back again with another video. And today we are back on some Chaos Zero Nightmare. Now, look, we gotta go ahead and show off, in my opinion, one of my more favorite characters in this game right now. Or, like, I guess, teams more like. So, we're gonna go ahead and reset. I'm gonna go into this thing right here, and I'm gonna use a team that's not gonna do well at all, but we could at least just see damage numbers, right? So, obviously, we're starting off with Diana. She's on the team, right? Then we throw on Nia. And then lastly, where you at? Or Noah. This right here, I find very fun. This is a very, very fun team right here. Now I'm gonna show you guys what I'm rocking. It's not optimal yet, and I don't think I'm gonna make it optimal. Like I'll do a couple more chaos runs so I can unlock the little what is the thing called? The little like excuse me, it's in this slot. The other cube, the dimensional cube. I don't have that unlocked yet, so I need to unlock that. But yeah, this is what we're gonna be running, right? We're gonna run Diana with two of this with all my heart, which allows me to get heartbreakers at the start of turn, and it allows me to start with at least four of them. And then we have the pistol purifications, which honestly don't do much. Like if I could take those out, I would. We have Blooming Love, which draw one quietest card, discard two when resonance to all enemies, and the combined cost of discarded cards will equal six, and it'll give me six. And then I have that twice. And then we have Liberated Feelings, which draws two exhaust cards and does some damage. Then we have this Quietest card, which discards one random Quietest card from the draw pile. And depending on the amount of engravings, it gets an 80% buff. And yeah, that's it for Diana. That's what she has. And we only have this, so we only have three engravings, so we're not getting that extra damage. Unfortunately, but it is what it is. At the start of turn, if a quiet card is in hand, 60% fixed damage to a random enemy. So every time we start with quietest, it just does a little bit of damage. Now on for our Nia, which this is not my favorite version. Actually, there's a couple other versions I think would be better, but I just don't have them. Or I might can check in here, but a lot of these all have their basics, so even then I wouldn't run them just because of that. But yeah, this is what we got. So 2 decibel, the combatant who owns the top card of the draw pile before it performs the extra attack, which is nice. Then start of turn, discard one. So we have two of these, so we can discard two cards at the start of every turn. We don't always pop this. Sometimes it just gets rotated. Like so, sometimes we'll just rotate, and other times we'll pop it. It really does depend on what I'm doing. So when a card, this is the worst version. There's one of these that says just when a card is discarded in general. This says when a card in hand is discarded. The combatant who owns the card performs 100% extra attack to a random enemy for one turn. And this can be changed to when a card is discarded, one elasticity, 1 decibel, right? And then there's also one that says one elasticity with this 1 decibel for each card in hand that's discarded and gives you a heal. There's a lot of different versions of this card, but this is the one I ran just for extra damage. Then we have Adagio, draw two, discard two, and then move discarded cards that are affected to the top of the draw pile. I do not believe this works with cards with quietness, by the way. So if you're wondering if you can do like a constant loop with quietest cards, you can't. I don't believe. I don't believe quietest cards don't move back. Then he has Curiosity, which is what it is, and yeah, that's that. And then she just has, I guess her only thing is this 12% defense, and when stress is increased, it's good for stress. And then obviously, lastly, we have Renoa. So we have Echo Sorrow, always starts in the hand. We get one dirge bullet to start the fight. Move on. We have Instant Judgment, which is this is a discard target, so it discards, it does damage. We don't really ever play this card. Well, it's 3 dirge bullets, so this is just constant cycling of dirge bullets. Flower of Devour Fate. We have 3 of these, so that we can make 9 bullets within a hand or within a shuffle, so we can go up to 9 unless I discard my whole hand before then I won't. But this is just we just always cycling. And then we have one persona card, which discards up to 2 cards, and for each card, 60% damage amount to attack cards of the unit for one turn. 5 Ember engravings move all persona cards to hand. We don't have enough engravings, so that part does not activate. But yeah, this part does. So we discard 2 cards, we get 120% damage to our attack cards for one turn when we use that. So yeah, that's that. And she has this right here: Experience Edge, increased damage amount 30% against enemies with 50% or max HP or less. I don't honestly wonder how that works on the boss. Well, no, it wouldn't work on the boss because the boss is always above. So it will work if this was the opposite, but it's not. We have this thing on crit hit 10% fixed shield, and then damage amount 25%. So not optimal gearing, but I still find this fun anyway. So let's go ahead and show y'all what it looks like. This is obviously not to win. I'm not gonna have nearly enough sustain to live, especially with the Nia build. If I had a different one with elasticity and heal for each discard, I might have a chance, but I don't. So we go with this, right? Discards. We immediately gonna pop this. This is gonna start a quietest card. So something in the deck's gonna get discarded. There it is. We pop Nia's Curiosity. We'll go for. So look, I'm gonna grab the flower, right? Because I want to start making bullets now. It's gonna drop the pistol. Pistol's gonna activate. And we're gonna lose a Adagio. That's just unfortunate, but it is what it is. And so you see how I didn't play my mute accent? Probably should have, but oh well. It doesn't really matter. We just drop all these. We get 3 bullets, and they shoot. And yeah, and we just let these other ones fire off. Oh, it actually doesn't show us the damage number, which is very unfortunate. So I'll try this again with something else probably. I thought it'd show us the actual number, but it doesn't, which is unfortunate. This is what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna do this first. I'm gonna discard these 2. I'm gonna do this, draw another quietest card, which with all my love, we'll do that. And then we're gonna activate this, draw 3 dirge bullets, and then we're gonna let them fly. Cause see, now do you see where they're at now? So 578 damage when moved to discard pile, 456% extra attack to a random enemy. Or 456 extra attack to an enemy when it's moved to the draw pile. But it actually has a high base damage of 578. Oh no, wait. Does that all just happen at once? My brain doesn't actually understand reading that. Oh well. There we go. Just some nice fun damage. And then here we are. There you go. Now you see all the heart shakers or heartbreakers that are in hand. We'll activate this. We'll actually activate this as well. So we can start discarding at the start of the turn. And we'll do this. He's going to eat a card. And now we're going to discard these 3. It's just fun. It's just fun. And then we could just move them all right back. I'm obviously playing against the wrong boss because we're not going to be able to see this number. I would love to see how much damage it was going to do. And then we just let them fly. That's fun. And then we just die. Oh, we discard the card. And you see, this is why this doesn't work, because we didn't actually attack. So we just die, which is, yeah, this boss is very eh. I don't like the designs of these bosses, but that's beside the point. We just wanted to go in there and do that. Let's see if we can actually find something else. Is there anything else that has a large chunk of health that's not gonna insta kill me for not running shields? Give me a second to find one. All right, we'll actually try Judas, which this is also probably very risky because he's gonna punch me a lot. So, but we'll try it anyway. Boom. We'll actually activate this. Discard all these cards. Then we just pass. So nice little 2,000 damage to start. All right. I feel like I'm gonna die. That is, I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna be honest. I can very much die here. Let's see if we can get a rose. We don't. We do this. We're not actually gonna activate that. We're gonna do this. See what this gets us. Okay, nice. We get a rose. Do this. We'll draw 1. Discard 2. Draw the squad out. We'll drop those. Probably should do the flower first now that I'm looking at it. It is what it is. We're gonna give him a stack, but it is what it is. 6,000 damage. I just feel like we didn't really try to do that, but we did anyway. Discard one. And there's all the, yeah, you see all the breakers. Oh, he died. Is he gonna punch me right now? No. So we're gonna do this. Restarts our hand. What did we discard? Okay, fortunately nothing important. So he's gonna punch us very hard. We might die. So we'll discard this. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, that hurts. All right, so I'm gonna do this. So we're gonna die because he's gonna act, and I'm about to do a lot of things right now. Yeah, so these don't mind being discarded. So what we're gonna do is we're going to do this. I'm gonna do 1, 2. You want to do it like that? We'll shoot one of these off. We'll go ahead and do this. This should hopefully give us every type of bullet, right? Yeah, okay, that's one of every bullet, which is nice. We'll shoot them like this. Nice little 13. I just forget how this works. You want to use these and you want to drop everything else. And you just drop. Hey, he survived. We do that. And then he died. He can't survive either, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I just find this deck very fun. This, like I said, you would want to run this with the Nia that has the each time you discard a card, you heal. You might want to copy that more than anything. I think will probably be the better Nia build just so you can survive in some of these events, because I would say even in the tower it might not work just because if you don't one shot, you kind of do just die. Like as you progress, like they get to the point where depending on how low your health is, you will just get one shot or two shot. There's not much you can do about it, and I don't think any amount of discarding can heal enough. Now there might be some items that you can get on your character that like every time you discard a card, you get a shield or something. That might be a thing. I would go like check the chaos and see if that's a thing. If it is, that'll be very useful. And I'm pretty sure on the next planet that'll probably be the case, assuming that there will be any more discards. If there are any more discard kinds of support, then there will surely be a every time you discard a card, you get a shield. Because without it, this team in particular can't really live in a lot of the events because they just hit too hard. And there's not much you can do about it. You have to sub in the support or like a defender because that's how they make the tower. The tower wants you to have a defender. So unless you get really lucky and you play extra specific, it's going to be very hard to make this work in there, for example. So yeah, just wanted to show that off. As you see, yeah, the supports, we only have one 6-star or 5-star support, and it's for Diana. Thought about putting one for Noah, but nah, that's just not necessary. But yeah, that's it. Very fun team. Try it out if you can. Obviously, you can sub out Nia for Cassius if you have Cassius. That's how I think Cassius ends up giving you the better one-shotting capabilities for these hard stages, but my Cassius is not built. I got him way too late, so can't do anything crazy with him. He's only Manifest Ego 2 as well, so it's like I got him too late to want to invest in him. Like I'm getting potentials, but like I'm not gonna throw all my stuff at him now, just because I don't want to. Like I said, I don't want to burn myself out in the game trying to just do stuff just to do stuff, right? So there's that, and then also for Renoa, if you don't want a Renoa build, you can run the Luke build, you can run the Lucas build. So yeah, there's a couple ways you can actually run this team, which I find kind of fun. So and just figure out which one is most fun to you. And Renoa seems to be the most fun because also I'm just not playing with Renoa. So I'm playing with two new characters right now. So have a lot of fun with it. But yeah, that's it. I just want to show y'all what I'm rocking. And that's it. Peace.